Welcome to Beardy, Bruce Lee Central.
In his prime, who would have won in a no-holds-barred fight? Mike Tyson or Bruce Lee? I picked you. Was I right?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Was I right or was I wrong?
Hey, I like to think you were right too. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, listen. If Bruce Lee really could beat me in a fight, I would really say, fuck, this is an interesting world. Because that should not happen.
Well, it's anything goes. So he could kick, he could knee, he could do a bunch of stuff. You could just punch.
Listen, can I tell you something?
Yes.
All right, so, oh, fuck. So that's almost like me and Floyd having a street fight.
What do you mean?
He's the same size as Floyd. No, he's 135 pounds.
Right.
So so that's like, what's the guy Davis name? Gervonta Davis.
Yeah, Tank.
That's me and Tank fighting.
Hey everybody, it's Birdie here. What's going on, guys? Okay, so how many times have you heard this? Bruce Lee was just 140 pounds, 150 pounds. He was a lightweight. He could not have fought against a heavyweight. He would lose against a heavyweight. There's a big weight discrepancy between a lightweight and a heavyweight, and Bruce Lee could not cope with a heavyweight. How many times have you heard that argument? And I've always said that size does not matter, okay? The fighter is what matters. Bruce Lee could take on any weight class out there, okay? A middleweight, a lightweight, a heavyweight, even a super heavyweight. It does not matter. And you know what? Mike Tyson agrees with me, okay? I managed to find this old clip from a VHS that I recently restored, where Mike Tyson is talking about exactly this, about sizes in boxing, and that a knockout puncher does not have to be a heavyweight, okay? Size does not matter, and Mike Tyson agrees with us, okay? So here, take a look at what Mike Tyson said about Bruce Lee and about heavyweights.
Wasn't one punch at a time with Mike Tyson. It's punches in bunches. Did you have a favorite combination during your career? And still during your career, is there a favorite combination?
Yeah, the right hand, boom, boom, left hook to the head. Mm-hmm. Right hand, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I took that well.
Survived.
We're talking about punching power. Do you believe, like I do, Mike, that it's a God-given talent?
Yeah, I do. Cuss always told me that as well.
He did. Yeah. That punchers are born, not created.
Yeah, because the punchers have so many diverse looks. You look at a guy that's just 100 pounds and he could kill you. And you look at a guy that's 250 pounds and he can't hurt you a little.
Right.
Look at a guy like Tommy Hearn. Tommy Hearn's at 160 pounds to knock out a heavyweight. He has punched tremendous.
Yeah.
There's never been a man his weight that punches as hard as Tommy Hearn.
With Tommy, it was about leverage, I think.
Oh, it's about dynamite.
Take for a real knockout puncher to get the job done?
Well, there's a certain kind of knockout punches. There's something, being a big man really doesn't matter. It has no significance in knocking out someone. The main point is the quickness in which you throw the punches.
Since I will stand over here.
All right.
And somebody ring the bell. Do we ring the bell? Come out. And I move. And I get the hell out of here.
Bruce Lee had an awesome philosophy about life, and he blew me away. Bruce Lee's a killer. You hurt your man, you do as much damage as you can, and you get out. You know what I mean? Without being hurt. Less damage on yourself as possible. I used to have so much respect for his philosophy. His philosophy is like the ultimate warrior philosophy. Life is like water. Fighting is like water. You have to adapt. Wow, this is deep. Bruce Lee gets me deep when I talk about Bruce Lee.
149 pounds. You had 6 more pounds that you could have taken, but you elected not to. Why come in at this weight? Because particularly when you know he's going to be 170 tomorrow night.
Weight doesn't win fights. Fighting wins fights.
No, No, I enjoyed working with John Saxon.
Yeah.
John Saxon, great actor. I was very fortunate to have, in my opinion, the greatest martial artist ever lived.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee. I'll talk to you about that later. Probably have questions for me on that. But in my opinion, I'll tell you right now, I've fought the best. I train with the best. I know great martial artists, and there's never been anybody, in my opinion, like Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable, guys. You don't know how great this guy was. People don't really know. I'm talking about martial artists,
right?
Guy who knew his stuff. This guy was. There's stories I know about Bruce Lee that I don't even share because I have respect for the people, other people in martial arts, and it's not necessary for me to name names. I know who Bruce Lee sparred with.
Yeah.
I know. They won't tell you. But I know people he sparred with. I never mention their names either. But Bruce Lee was untouchable.
Yeah. Is it in the book? Is it in your book?
No.
Oh, come on,
I mention this, but I never tell the names.
Can I get everybody to swear to secrecy? Can you say one name?
No.
Can you mix them up? Can you have a jumble of a name?
No, I have too much respect.
Can I guess?
No, you probably could.
Yeah, I probably could. Because
sure,
I know a lot of people he sparred with as well.
I wouldn't confirm it.
Yeah, there you go. That's fair enough.
But I just have too much respect for other guys in martial arts.
I have to say, being confident in myself, that I feel I would have done very well in the MMA arena because of my judo training. I was a black belt in judo, and plus I had multiple black belts in karate, taekwondo, tang soo do, and so forth. And plus I studied jiu-jitsu with Gene LaBelle back in the early 60s and 70s. And so I felt I was pretty well rounded, and I really credit that for the success I had in the ring of my competitive days. And so I felt I would have done well, and I think Bruce would have too. He was a fanatical trainer. When he and I'd work out, we'd work out for 3 or 4 hours in his backyard in Culver City, California. And after we finished working out, we'd go into the living room, and I'd sit down on the couch, and Linda, his wife, would bring me a glass of iced tea. Well, Bruce would drop down on the floor and start doing crunches. I said, Bruce, there's times to relax too. You need to relax as well, because you'll burn that engine out if you keep right on training all the time. You've got to recharge your battery. And but Bruce had a hard time doing that. He had a hard time recharging his battery.
I've no doubt he would have been world champion in MMA, no doubt. He's fluid, he's loose, he's fast. His movement is fluid, it's efficient, it's functional. So many guys are addicted to strength and conditioning and just get bulked up and stiff and slow, and Bruce was free. His body was nimble.
You ask any fighter out there growing up who their inspiration was, everybody says Bruce Lee.
It just makes you feel powerless because no one's going to be like Bruce Lee. I mean, the things us martial arts draw from today, he came up with a lot of that stuff. Like, where do you come up with this stuff?